some fans here.
Yeah.
Hi guys. Hello. Hey.
Hi.
Good to see you. I can't see any of you. So I am, for those of you who apparently all know me, I'm like a relatively upbeat person. I'm pretty positive. I got unsolicited advice from a friend the other day that said, he texted me about why I would like New York over LA, which isn't an interesting conversation to have anyway, because it's like, all right, the water is different, the bagels are better, I don't care. So his advice to me was this, he goes, hey, you know what? You, of all people, would really like New York, because if you cry in public there, nobody cares. I was like, we look for different things in cities. But noted. I have great news for everybody. Taco Bell serves breakfast now. Woo! You're welcome. Like any good breakfast serving establishment, there is a specialty breakfast drink to go with all the other breakfast food. Theirs is called the Mountain Dew AM. And it's half Mountain Dew and half orange juice. And that's gross. So, first of all, that's not how breakfast works. You can't just put orange juice in a thing and it's a breakfast thing. Because otherwise I feel like the vodka AM would be a lot more socially acceptable. And it's not. But I also feel like they could have marketed that a lot better, because they could have called that the World of Warcraft Mimosa. And it would have been flying off the shelves. If they keep it on shelves. But I love Taco Bell. That's controversial in Los Angeles. I also love kale juice or whatever. But I just love nachos, are like in my top 3 foods. But I made a nacho mistake and got nachos at 7-Eleven. It's not a good idea. Yeah, is that, I guess just everybody knows that? I don't know. So I got nachos at 7-Eleven once, and I was in sort of a shame haze, so I didn't realize, as I was putting my toppings on my nachos at 7-Eleven, I didn't notice a 7-Eleven employee align with me. And I didn't notice him until he bent down and put his face almost on my nachos. And he looked back up at me and goes, hey, you're really going for it. And I was like, thank you. I guess that was supposed to be inspirational, but it really just felt like I was condescended to by a 38-year-old that worked at 7-Eleven. Meal choices. And I did a lot of thinking that day. I have no idea how to eat healthy anyway. When I was growing up, we had healthy breakfast once a week. Already a bad sign. You should have it more than once a week. But healthy breakfast was cottage cheese and fruit. And fruit was maraschino cherries and caramel. So, my mom doesn't know what fruit means. So now as an adult, I'm trying to learn how to eat healthy. I just love candy. I saw a sign on a train that said, it had like an empty soda packet, or a bottle, and then a pile of sugar packets. And it said, you wouldn't eat 22 packets of sugar, would you? And I looked at that sign and was like, no, I wouldn't. I think I have before. I ate $11 worth of candy for dinner yesterday, so it's like a value meal to me. I'm so unhealthy. I'm trying to eat healthier, so it's Whole Foods or Trader Joe's, right? Like, there's other ones, but they're smaller and kind of scarier. I'm scared of Whole Foods. Like, I don't really like white people with dreadlocks that yell at me when I say quinoa wrong. So I opt into the friendly Hawaiian shirts of Trader Joe's. Side note, they don't like it when you call them Hawaiian shirts as people. So I go to Trader Joe's, but they sell something called cookie butter. That's not healthy, right? There's no way. Can it? Is it? No.
It's organic.
That's good. Maybe that's enough. I don't think that's enough. I don't know what organic means. When I saw cookie butter for the first time, I went up to the cashier working at Trader Joe's and I was like, hey, what does it mean when these two words are on a jar? Because I don't know. And her answer to me was super fun. She goes, oh yeah, it's just like peanut butter, only instead of the melted peanuts and butter, it's melted cookies and butter. I was like, no it's not. That's not how peanut butter's made, so someone should have talked to you about that already. And also, like that, I'm no chemist, but I don't think you can melt a peanut or a cookie. But I'll roll the dice and buy 3 jars. Turned out great. Now this is just a commercial for cookie butter. I'm also kind of bad at being an adult in general. So I had this realization when I had just started dating someone and he was at my apartment for the first time, and I realized that we needed to have a conversation that I was hoping wouldn't come up so soon, and it was that I had to sit him down after we had ordered our Thai food to be delivered, and I had to tell him, you know, that he's great and I really like him, but I don't technically own any plates.
Technically.
And so that Thai food was going to need to get eaten out of a coffee mug with a cat on it. He complied, it was fine.
Good guy.
He is a good guy. I'm going to leave you guys on a story about a date I went on once, so I wasn't sure how I felt about him, and then I made my decision. By the way, if I'm not sure how I feel about someone, that's probably an answer. So I wasn't sure how I felt, and then after dinner, in the car, he said one sentence that I was like, oh, no thank you. He goes, hey, do you want to get some froyo? And I was like, no, thank you. So here's the problem. I'm not a monster. Frozen yogurt is great. Any social situation where I'm allowed to put a shitload of candy in a bowl and then pour caramel on it, it's fine. But froyo is not something an adult man should say to me, ever. If you have time to talk to me about frozen yogurt, you have time to say both of those words in their entirety. The only person that I think is allowed to say froyo is maybe a cartoon dog riding a skateboard. Alright, you guys are super fun. I'm Monika. Thank you.